How y'all doing today? My name's Zain, and today's topic of discussion is going to be stop rushing. Stop rushing. What are you talking about stop rushing about? Stop rushing about everything. This is the flip side to learning how to be patient. Sometimes people think I'm exercising patience in whatever it is that I'm trying to do or the people that I'm dealing with, but in the same hand, you're trying to rush the situation. Those two don't go hand in hand. One of the topics that I cover most with people when I'm talking to them about difficulties and whatever they may be experiencing or whatever's going on, the first thing that comes out of my mouth when I'm talking to them is patience. Patience with yourself. The reason why it applies to so much, and it's one of the first things that I tackle when I'm talking about giving patience to yourself, I think about people who even beat up on themselves because of their past. Certain things that they've done in the past that they're no longer even doing, but they can't even get past it themselves because they're not being patient with themselves to let other healthy things come in there to replace whatever it is that they're trying to overcome up from the past, or just not even recognizing that you put down whatever you were doing in the past and now you've moved on to something else. You need to be patient with yourself to let whatever it is that you're trying to do blossom and flourish and see the full reality of the full effect of whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to rush to get to a point. And when you're rushing, you're missing the small things. Go back to this example that I'm talking about, something that you've been doing in the past. And it's, how would patience apply with that when you're talking about doing something else? Well, patience applies with that is because whatever it is in the past that you're harping on that you've done, and you keep going back to it, man, I just really feel bad about that. Are you still doing it? No, I'm not still doing it, but I just still feel bad about that. Okay, so you're not doing it any longer. And to me, that seems like a healthy choice right there within itself. You haven't picked up anything else unhealthy along the way. So what's the problem? Well, I'm really trying to get to, this point here, whether it's a point where it's just like, I don't even think about that any longer. Well, how are you going to get to not thinking about that any longer if you're still thinking about it all the time? You're not even being patient with yourself. You're not even recognizing your accomplishments. You're not even being patient from the standpoint of giving yourself time to get to the next step. You're rushing right along. I want to hurry up and forget whatever it is that I've done. Well, how are you going to forget if you're still thinking about it? You're trying to rush your progress. Find something else to put in place of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Make sure that it's healthy. Make sure you're not picking up another vice, something else that's going to, draw you back or pull you back or hold you back in the long haul. Find you something else that you're doing and give yourself time. And while you're giving yourself time, don't rush it. See, the rushing, the reason why we have to stop and talk about this with the rushing can make you end up quitting the race. Because the more that you're rushing, not only are you burning yourself out because you're trying to make things move faster than what they should, but you're anticipating the finish line. And since you're anticipating the finish line, it's not coming quick enough, a lot of times people just quit. Stop rushing. Stop rushing in anything that you're doing. Stop rushing in your relationship. Stop rushing yourself with your goals that you're trying to do. Stop rushing. You're trying to be in it for the long haul, right? You're trying to win it, right? Whatever you're doing, I'm sure that it requires some level of care and handling of things in a delicate manner. Are you going to rush that? A person that's building a model, do they rush? I'm trying to put it together as fast as I can. Oops, I glued this part to the wrong part. Now, how do I break this apart? No, it's a mess. You take your time up with things. The thing that you want to be conscientious of is make sure that you're not becoming complacent or just stagnant where you're staying in a place too long, and even being stopping to think on things and not make any moves at certain points in your life, that's still good and it's still healthy because you're reevaluating. You're getting your head on, getting your head on right so you can make your next move. So you don't have to just consistently be pushing forward. Sometimes you can rush so far ahead that you you overlook something that you should have seen. Now you're backtracking. Now I'm backtracking to rectify whatever I was rushing to do. I know I've done it. I've done it plenty of times. Stop rushing. That's the point of this video. If you hadn't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. Check out the book that I've written, Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. Until next time, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.